Right now, somewhere in the world, a human is being born with a genetic variant that did not exist 1,000 years ago. They will never know they have it. Their doctor will never test for it. And in 10,000 years, their descendants might carry it in every cell of their bodies because it will have quietly spread through the population while nobody was watching. This is happening right now, not as a theory, as a documented biological fact. And what evolution is currently selecting for in the human species is not what you would expect. Stay with me. Most people think human evolution stopped or slowed to a crawl. The idea is that modern medicine, modern food, and modern technology have removed the pressures that natural selection requires to work. This is wrong in a specific and important way. Evolution did not stop. The pressures changed. Natural selection requires one thing and one thing only. That inherited differences affect how many descendants a person leaves. As long as some people consistently have more surviving children than others, for any reason connected to their biology, evolution continues, and that condition has never stopped being true. But here is what makes the current moment genuinely strange. The traits being selected for right now are not the ones anyone would design. Evolution has no vision of the future human. It has no preference for stronger, smarter, taller, or more attractive. It runs one calculation over and over across billions of people. Which inherited variants are associated with more surviving descendants in this environment right now? And right now, that environment is producing some unexpected answers. Let's start with the one that was discovered in a population so isolated that for generations they kept extraordinarily detailed birth records. Researchers studying historical records from a French-Canadian island population found measurable genetic change toward earlier age at first reproduction across approximately 140 years. Not cultural change, not dietary change, actual inherited change in the timing of reproduction, occurring within a time frame that humans can observe and document. This is evolution happening at historical speed, not geological time, human time, and the direction it moved in is not toward strength or intelligence. It moved toward reproducing earlier, because in that environment, people who had children younger consistently left more descendants. Evolution rewarded a single variable that had nothing to do with any trait we typically associate with human advancement. Now here is where it gets genuinely strange. Modern medicine is not stopping natural selection. In some cases, it is redirecting it in ways that will take centuries to fully understand. Consider what happens when a previously fatal genetic condition becomes survivable. For most of human history, people born with certain serious genetic conditions died before reproducing. The variant that caused the condition was removed from the population by the simple mathematics of not leaving descendants. Modern medicine allows those people to survive, thrive, and have children. This does not mean evolution has stopped. It means the selection pressure on that variant has changed. Variants that were previously eliminated are now persisting. Variants that provided protection against diseases that medicine has now controlled are still present, but their benefit has disappeared while their costs, if any, remain. The genome remembers threats that medicine has started to forget. And here is the most documented example of this happening in real time. Variants that provided powerful protection against malaria, a disease that killed an enormous fraction of human children for thousands of years, spread widely through populations in tropical Africa and the Mediterranean. The protection was real. The cost was that inheriting two copies of certain variants could cause severe blood disorders. Medicine has now dramatically reduced malaria mortality in many of those regions. The protection is less necessary. The cost remains. The genome has not updated. It is still carrying the ancient solution to a problem that the modern world has partially solved. And in some cases, the cost of that ancient solution is now higher than the benefit it was selected to provide. This is what evolution looks like from the inside. Not progress, not optimization toward an ideal. A constant negotiation between ancient solutions and current conditions. And the conditions keep changing faster than the genes can track. But here is the piece that most people find genuinely astonishing. Humans are not just being shaped by natural selection right now. We are shaping it. Every technology that changes who survives and who reproduces is a new selective pressure. Antibiotics changed which immune variants matter. Caesarean delivery changed which combinations of maternal and infant anatomy result in successful births. Contraception separated mating from reproduction in ways that have never existed in the history of the species. The human species is, for the first time in evolutionary history, an active participant in its own selection. Not consciously, not deliberately in most cases, but the technologies we build change the environment we live in, and and the environment determines which inherited variants spread and which ones disappear. The agricultural revolution created the conditions for lactase persistence, the ability to digest milk into adulthood, to spread through populations that kept dairy animals. The cultural change created the biological pressure. The biological change made the cultural practice more valuable, a feedback loop between human behavior and human genetics that took thousands of years to play out. We are in multiple feedback loops like that right now, and we cannot see most of them. What we can say with confidence is this: the human species in 10,000 years will be different from the human species today. Not dramatically. Evolution is slow, but measurably, documentably different. Some variants that are rare today will be common. Some that are common will be rare. Some population differences that exist today will diminish as global movement mixes previously isolated groups. New differences will emerge as local environments, including the environments created by technology, diet, and medicine, shape which inherited variants succeed. The future human is not being designed. It is being selected right now, in every birth, in every death, in every person who does or does not have children, in every disease that some people survive and others do not. You are part of that selection. Your genome is a record of every environment your ancestors passed through, every disease they survived, every famine they endured, every environment they adapted to, and whatever environment you are living in right now is writing the next line of that record. Evolution simply has not told us yet what it says. If you want to know, you know what to do.